Hello friends, I am back again and Falgun welcomes you all for the third session of this module, Sales Training. Today we will be discussing daily life of a salesperson. There are 8 rules of sales in daily life, starting with planning, then greeting, availability check, visibility check, order taking, and finally solving problems, acknowledgement, and feedback. Let us discuss all the points one by one. Planning. Fail to plan is plan to fail. If you don't plan your day well, you cannot execute. So, why planning is so important? Planning is important to reach your goal, your objective, your set target. Otherwise, you cannot execute. So, when to plan? Ideally, the planning should be early in the day before you step out for your work. Or you can even plan it a day before in the evening when you close for the next day. And what to plan? Where are you going? Whom are you visiting? What are the points you want to discuss? This is what you to plan. And how to plan? All these questions in your mind should be written down in a notebook and you should follow point by point. For example, which are the customers you are visiting today? What are the discussion points you will have? What are the business prospects you are aiming? So once you visit those customers, you can just tick them off one by one. Next is greeting. So when you reach to a customer, how do you greet? Do you straight go and say, Sir, Madam, please tell me what do you want? Or do you say, Can I make an order for you? Or you can say, We have a new offer for you, let's plan. Or you can just say or beg, Please, I need an order from you, can you please help? A big no, please. If you are still doing it, stop it. You should rather ask or say, Good morning, afternoon, sir, madam. How are you today? How is the family? How is the business in general? How are your kids doing? How are they studying? Like soft talk, so that you can ease the environment and you get a smooth ride on your business discussion. You should not start with the business first. The greeting should be more of cordial and like a family. And the next point is availability check. Your objective is to replenish and not to dump. So availability checks give you ideas of stock movement. It helps you to segregate the high moving and low moving stocks. It shows you what are the stocks in risk with red alarm and it will initiate for liquidation. So that is how the availability check helps you. Also, it gives you idea how much investment in locked in the stocks and the customer is really willing to do further investment. Or today is a day for a new business prospect or not. It also gives you a way to tally the stock keeping norms and the condition of the stock. Are the stock keeping in the right manner or right shape or it is going to be against the SOP or the norms. Next is visibility check because eye level is a buy level. So what you need to ensure is you need to ask yourself, are your stocks visible? Are your stocks accessible to customers? Are they standing out among all products? Yet, this visibility metric differs industry to industry. Because if you are not in a pure FMCG business, you cannot access this. For example, you are doing a business of machinery part. Definitely your stocks will not be visible or may not be visible. You are in a pharma industry. All your medicine cannot be displayed or visible. But in pure FMCG, all the product in the shelf are visible. So there you can decide whether your stocks are really visible, accessible or standing out or not. And then we come to the order taking. And again, replenishment is the key. Always remember it. You need to check the basic secondary sales trend. You have to set a stock norm. Evaluate the availability against the stock norm. Stock norm means a customer should have this amount of stock at any point of time. Basis the frequency of his buying. Is he buying weekly or monthly or fortnightly or every alternative day or every 2 days? So that is how you should set a stock norm, and then you check the availability against that stock norm and then generate order comparing that only. For example, a customer has a stock norm of X and the customer has an availability of Y. So the stock new order will be X minus Y. Then the periodic offers and promos can gain priority. Sometimes you have special promos which you can offer to the customer and violate the stock norms a bit. And also for seeing the seasonal demand, you can also fine tune the process. For example, for a particular SKU, there is a trend or there is a season in the month of, let's say, January, it sells more. So when you are making the order in December, you should keep it in mind and convince the customer that next month this stock will be hot cake. So let's stock it up. But again, do not just dump. Solving problems. It helps support for a win-win business. Every business has some shortfall. They all need support to solve operational issues. As a partner, you should extend your utmost support to find solution to those. Because the customer may not be able to solve the problem alone. He needs support, he needs assistance. So have candid discussion and find a way out mutually beneficial, or I would say less bleeding. Because sometimes the issues are too loss making for the customer alone. He may seek some assistance or support from you to ease his load, and then you have to extend your support. Acknowledgement. Before you leave the customer office or premises, please ensure that all key points are noted down. Issues with immediate solution mentioned there properly. Issues with further intervention should have a deadline. For example, you have to go back to your office or your supervisor or your other departmental stakeholders to solve a problem. But you should have something in your mind by when it will be solved. So the deadline should be mentioned. And then the agreed order should be signed off. So acknowledgement from both the parties on overall discussion. It is something like a minutes of meeting or a MOM. So that in future, if there is any doubt, you can always do a reference check. And then we come to the feedback, the most crucial thing. The last step of this set decides the first step of your next day. That is planning for next day. So passing the feedback to your supervisor and other stakeholders is as important to complete the whole cycle. Because whatever you have gone through all day, plus, minus, positive, negative, success, failure, everything should be given to your supervisor to seek his assistance or suggestion how to solve those issues and how to progress further. All noted issues to be resolved and reach to a conclusion. And you must have an answer for the following day because you never know whether you are going to have the same challenge tomorrow again. So let us not replicate the same issue. Get an answer, get a solution in hand so that tomorrow you can just solve it by the earlier day's experience. So learning from today's mistake, you can shape your tomorrow better, and there feedback plays a major role. So here we come to an end for the third session. Thanks for viewing it, and I wish you all the best in your life. If you like this video, please press like button, comment and subscribe my channel for more videos to come and enhance your experience in the sales career. On top of that, I'll recommend if you can suggest me the topic you want me to discuss in future videos. Thanks a lot. Sales is an art. which follows science to achieve a goal of commerce. It is a blend of all subjects we studied since childhood. So please always be proud to be a salesperson. Thank you. See you on the next video.